like an iCarly countdown? In 5.
That was like one of the best shows ever.
We're live, guys.
Oh, okay.
What's happening? All right, I'm here with Taylor Hagemann, despite her saying that she doesn't like podcasts.
I didn't say I didn't like them. I said I didn't really listen to them.
No, I know. I'm just kidding. Just wanted to start us off going. Get it going right away. So, if you guys don't know, Taylor runs a blog, or started a blog back when?
Are we really live?
Yeah.
In November.
I think we're live, right? Oh, he's watching right now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, so why don't you can continue.
Continue with what? You asked me when I started it and I answered.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like when you started the channel and stuff.
Oh, my
so,
channel? I
yeah.
started in January.
Okay.
So I started the blog in November and then I started the channel in January.
Okay. So we talked about it a little bit off air, but why did you want to start the blog?
So I had a really, really, really bad experience with, I want to say, like an ex-boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And it was basically abusive.
Yeah.
To put it in lighter terms. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was like an abusive relationship, and I just saw him getting away with more and more and more stuff.
Mm.
And I kind of wanted to put my story out there, like, this guy sucks.
Yeah.
That's not the whole thing that I talk about, but I also want to talk about my life because I have a lot of issues that I like to talk about.
Well, I know you said in your intro, you said that it was almost, you didn't say it was a self-help, but you said it was sort of you giving your story on your anxiety and depression.
Anxiety, depression, and then the abuse caused by
and so-called. Do you ever feel like that by like giving this guy that we're not going to name, because I don't know him, and
that's my rule, is that I don't mention.
Yeah. So, do you ever think that by making these videos about him, that you ever giving him some more power over
No,
you?
because I get messages from him. He doesn't like them. Yeah. He doesn't like what I put out there because he knows I'm telling the truth.
Why do you stay in contact with him?
I don't want to.
But why? So why don't you just stop responding to him?
I don't know. It's not like it's not like I don't not respond. Like if I don't respond to him, and then I get like a Snapchat, and then I won't respond to that one, and then I'll get another one and another one.
So
and
why don't you just block this guy?
I don't know.
Block him right now, live on Detox.
I'm not talking to him now.
Block him right now, live on Detox.
No, he didn't message me.
But that's what I'm saying. Why don't we block him right now for all the people at home?
Because
he owes you money.
Oh, yes.
How much? What does he owe you money for?
I cannot say.
Oh, shit.
I cannot say.
But can you say how much money?
I cannot. I will, out of respect for him, I will say that this is something that I am not ready to talk about to my followers yet, because it is kind of recent. And
so it's like penis enlargement in that.
Yes, I gave him money for penis enlargement. Yes, I don't. Yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You're welcome to his girlfriend now, his current girlfriend. You're welcome. I paid for that.
So, all right. So I want to talk before we get into a little bit more. We'll get into more details with the blog and everything. Do you? Well, I guess we'll get into this first. So it was Valentine's Day. How was your Valentine's Day? Obviously, knowing that this channel you have is very focused around some issues with this individual. How was your Valentine's Day, personally?
I sat in my mom's bed with her, and we watched Office Christmas Party and drank Bailey's with coffee.
So, pretty good, then.
I actually did get asked to go hang out with a guy on Valentine's Day. He lives in Whitewater.
And you said,
I love
fuck
him.
that.
No, I love him, Daniel.
Friend zone.
Daniel
just got friend zoned live.
No, Daniel friend zoned me.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I feel so bad. He met my dad when he came down here. My dad lives like 5 hours away, so he met my dad when my dad came down here like a few weeks ago. We went to get Chinese food and had a really good time, and I haven't seen him since.
So big scared of your dad.
I don't know if Tim or Darren saw this on my Instagram story, but I posted a picture of him on my Instagram story and said, Happy Valentine's Day to the closest thing I have to a boyfriend, and he slid up from the story and said, Aw, thanks, Tay. Happy Palentine's Day.
Oh, shit. So he did friend zone you.
Yeah, I think so.
Damn.
Sorry for being petty, Daniel. I know I told you to tune in, but
Would you consider Valentine's Day for you this year a success then? At least that you had a good time.
I think
or
I
no?
fell asleep at 9 o'clock. I think it
that
was
could be
probably a
good.
success. I didn't have a Valentine's last year. Actually, last year on Valentine's Day, me and the ex-boyfriend who we just talked about actually hung out.
Oh, okay.
And we were broken up at that time. He was at my house on Valentine's Day.
Oh, so that's not good.
Yeah, but he wasn't my Valentine.
Oh, so
You know, we weren't
had
dating. Like,
so
he
you
was
had
just,
another Valentine,
No.
or he had another Valentine?
He did, because, you know, he was hanging out with me and then hanging out with his ex-girlfriend at the same time.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So speaking of love, did you hear that the Love Island host just died? The last. Like,
What's Love
the old
Island?
host? You never seen Love Island?
No, I
You
don't
know
watch
the-
TV.
You know what The Bachelor is?
Yes.
So it's like the UK Bachelor, but it's like in some ways better because they just put a bunch of attractive people in a house and have them fuck.
Oh.
And the host died. Not the host that's current. I think it was the past host. She was only 40 and she like took her life. So.
Oh, that lady. Yeah,
Yes,
I did
yeah.
see that. She was very pretty.
Yeah. So
Didn't she assault her boyfriend or something?
I don't know the whole story.
She had a
I just-
restraining order or something against her. She had to go to court or something. I don't know. I am not saying
Yeah.
that she was at fault at all because I'm a huge person who's like, I don't want you to do that. Like, oh, I don't want you to take your own life. Like, I want you here. You have issues. Talk to somebody about it.
Yeah.
But I just don't know what happened. No, I just kind of read a little bit of it.
Yeah,
I don't know
I'd
what
say I
happened.
only read a little bit of it, but
I know
heard
she
it was
had to go to
suicide.
court, or she had to go to court for something that had to do with her boyfriend.
Wow, that's not good. Never the right decision, in my opinion, to take.
It
your life.
it never is, and I will tell you that if I want you here, that is something that on my depression video I was like, if you're struggling, don't take your life. I want you here, and a lot of people don't hear that, but if you know, I will say it. I want you here. Don't make that decision.
No, that's. I'm sure that's probably helped people too. What? So along the same lines, then, do you watch The Bachelor? Do you keep up?
No,
You
I don't
keep
watch
up with
TV.
The Bachelor?
If
I don't watch TV either, but I watch The Bachelor.
I don't watch The Bachelor.
What?
No.
Why not, dude? You're gonna be so for those of you who don't know, or those of you who probably do know, because The Bachelor is huge. It's hometowns this week, I think. Down to like the last 4 girls.
Oh.
Big week. So
Uh-huh.
I saw the trailer. It looked pretty dope. But I want to bring it up because we actually we have a little dating show of our own that we're starting up this week.
I know,
And I
and
wanted to ask you because you were going to be on the show.
I know, and I can't because of work.
So
Sorry, Tim.
why did you want to be on the show?
Because you messaged me and asked me if I wanted to, and I said yes.
But like, what was like? Because I asked a lot of people. Some people said
Because
no.
I love Tim. Me and Tim had a moment once.
So you're like, you know what? Give it a shot.
I was like, I feel like I have pretty high odds.
Yeah. So you thought you had a good chance to make it to at least the final few.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if it doesn't work out for Tim, then we'll do it again. We're gonna be doing it again, but we'll have damn, show got you. Damn, she got you. Oh, that's a Duncan, what's happening, man? But yeah, we're gonna be doing a girls version where it flips, which is kind of how The Bachelor does it. But, so we'll be kind of flip flopping. But our rules.
if you need a girl for like, and you want to get a bunch of guys, yeah, I'm down because I'm desperate AF.
Well, we gotta have it. We're probably gonna do it.
Tim.
Tim.
Find love in this episode.
Hey.
Oh man, Tim's out here.
That made me feel really bad, like when Tim was just like my desperate choice. That is not the case, guys. Tim is very great.
Tim's a keeper, guys.
Tim is a keeper.
He's doing his thing right now.
He's also sweet.
Tim says everybody's
Hashtag
so
Tim's
sweet.
life matters. Remember that.
All right, so with the blog, we kind of talked about a little bit why you decided to start, but do you want to kind of go into a little bit more detail about why you really what? Obviously, you had this situation with this guy, but what made you think like, okay, I need to start this page now?
Well, I had a lot of issues going on with myself. So, after me and this guy broke up, we had a huge personal issue.
Which was?
I can't say.
Oh my goodness.
I can't say. I'm so sorry to leave you in it.
Along what lines was this personal issue?
I can't give any.
You can't say but not tell.
Can't. It's just a personal issue.
Okay.
And it's because I don't really know who knows about this personal issue because I didn't talk to my family about any of this stuff. Okay. I didn't. I don't know if my mom and dad know what really happened or what was going on. But me and him had a personal issue.
You guys killed someone together? And
Yes, absolutely. And we put their body in a pig pen somewhere. So have fun with that.
Well, it's live. That's
I don't know. Did you hear me hesitate with that?
Hopefully the authorities are watching. So
I apparently had the authorities called on me already this week. So you want to know what?
Why were the authorities called on you this
Because
week?
apparently I'm harassing people on the internet.
Apparently. Have you ever seen that kid?
No.
Oh,
Oh, wait, yes, I have.
Yeah,
I'm
I
so
was
sorry.
gonna say, yeah, he's awesome, man.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
But anyways, though, so me and him had this personal issue, and it really, I'm going to go a little back, if that's okay.
That's totally fine.
It affected me at work. I was working at Blackhawk Community Credit Union, and this personal issue really affected my work. Got me written up a few times just because, like, my brain wasn't in the right spot. Mm. And then one of my last, like, written warnings, I just said I quit.
Where were you working at the time?
Blackhawk Community Credit Union.
Oh,
I just said
Blackhawk
this.
Community? Okay.
Yes.
So it was okay.
Yes. So I gave them a 2-week. I was like, I give up on you guys. Mm-hmm. You guys have it out for me. And they're like, we don't want you to give up, Taylor. Like, no, because you want to fire me, because you don't like me, blah, 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 whatever. Excuse me. And then from like May until October, I was unemployed.
What were you doing during that time?
I was dog sitting, actually, so I was kind of doing my own thing. Like,
so a little side hustle going?
Little side hustle. But, and that paid some of my bills, but then that made me go into a lot of debt. Mm. And then I was still dealing with this ex-boyfriend at the time. We were seeing each other quite frequently, and I also didn't know that he was started seeing somebody else, because in, like, May, June, I don't really know when the timeline was, me and him, like, briefly got, like, back together. Mm-hmm. And people don't know this because it was such a super secret. Yeah. Because he said to me, I don't know if it's gonna work out. So let's not go off and tell everybody that you and I got back together, because I don't know if it's gonna work out. And like 2 weeks later, he was like, I can't do it anymore.
So, did he say that? He said that when you guys were like thinking about doing this?
We were talking about getting back together, and he did say that, like, let's just give it some time. And
you were cool with that?
Yes. Because obviously when me and him first started seeing each other, I wasn't like super public about it. Mm-hmm. I just wasn't. But
were you not because you thought it might not work out, or?
First of all, I went on this first date with this guy just for the free food. And I've told him this, so if you're watching. Fucked. Sorry.
Do you do that often?
No, I don't.
That's pretty messed up.
This guy was messaging me for probably like 2 months, like 4 messages over like 2 months, like, when can I take you out? When can I take you out? Like, never. Mm-hmm. But I was also messed up from my last relationship before that, which you know about, because we were kind of more friends. I mean, we're still friends, but, you know, like, we were hanging out a lot more when I had that other relationship before this most recent one.
Exo Soy says you're bogus for making that guy pay for you for food.
He was all for it, man. He took me to a supper club.
Fuck, dude.
It was real nice.
How much was dinner?
I don't know, because why the hell would I ask what the bill is? I also
didn't even ask, like, can I chip in? Like,
this is what I want to say. So this is something that is gonna make me sound bogus some more. I've had this tendency to like quit a job without having a backup. Mm-hmm. So when I was dating, or when I started seeing this guy, the most recent ex-boyfriend, I was also unemployed. So I didn't have any money.
So he was funding your existence?
Not really. I mean, he'd bring me food. He used to work at Noodles and Company. Now he doesn't work there anymore.
We know Noodles.
Noodles slaps.
I know. He used to work there. Now he doesn't work there anymore. But, so he used to bring me like free noodles all the time. Mm. I'm never going to pay for Noodles and Company again. Not because it's not good, but it's because I got it for free so many times. I'm just not going to pay for it again. Why would I pay for like $8 for a big bowl of noodles when I got it for free so many times? But anyways, so I've had this tendency of being unemployed. So anyways, I was unemployed from May to October, dealing with that stuff. And in between that time, I got super depressed. Super depressed. I feel like I've like pushed those memories to the back of my brain. Like, I don't even really remember what happened because it was just so awful. Mm-hmm. I'd be sitting at these people's houses I was dog sitting for, and I would just be like sitting there crying and crying and crying, just being super depressed. And then I got my job at the car dealership, and everything just kind of picked up from there, because I make money to have my bills and paid and all that kind of stuff. And
so not to cut you off.
No, it's fine.
But question from our audience. How can you tell if a girl is into you or if she just wants the free food? how are they supposed to know?
I don't think you're ever gonna know. Because
that's the kind of world we're living in.
Actually, you want to know what?
That's the kind of world we're living in, Nate.
You want to know what? I don't even know if this guy knew that that if I was even into him at all. Because I hate to say this because I fell in love with this guy. Mm. But I really didn't show much interest in him because he kept asking me to go out. Mm. And,
Damn, so he's trying to be a gentleman.
He kept asking me to go out. And I was, like, just ignoring him for a while. And then he posted something on his Snapchat story about Paramore. And I hate Paramore.
Why?
I love that genre of music.
They got some slappers.
I hate Paramore.
Why?
I'm not the biggest fan of female-driven art bands. I'm not. I'm
anti-women.
Yes, the woman here is anti-women. Yes. But so I slid up from his story because he posted something about how this kid said that he didn't like Paramore, and the guy who I was like dating or whatever, he was like, I don't know how this kid doesn't like Paramore. He says Paramore sucks, and I slid up and I'm like, he's right, they do. And then I asked him, when are we gonna hang out? I said that because he was bothering me to hang out. I think I was desperate again. Sorry, Tim.
Damn.
I was desperate again. He came over to my house. We had a good time. We talked about music.
You guys shared your love for Paramore.
No! Fuck Paramore. I hate Paramore.
God
damn, hate Paramore. But he's a talented musician, the guy. He is.
And he's the punk rock guy we were talking about beforehand?
Yes, he is. He's this, he's a very talented musician, I will say. Even though everything that he has put me through, I will say that he is one of the most talented guys I've ever met.
Oh, that's good. Do you take any responsibility for the way the relationship went out? Just knowing by your intentions, just judging off that.
I am a crazy person.
So you think, do you
remember that time that me and Logan were like fighting at your apartment and then we got into my car and then I hit him in the face? That's kind of like the...
Kind of remember.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought you guys made out.
I thought I hit him in the face. Was that a different guy?
So,
You told me a totally different story.
Well, okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Hold on.
So let's see.
I definitely have done some bogus shit too.
So that's what I was gonna say. And also, JC Gomez says, Taylor,
JC!
stop. What's going on, JC? First off, how are you doing? Hopefully you're having a good time. Thank you for stopping by.
That's my cousin, guys.
Oh, well, hello. Friend of a friend is a friend. So
she's my cousin. She's not she is my longest friend.
There you go.
Like, longest friendship.
But she wants you to stop talking about your ex and talk about mental health. He doesn't deserve that much, which is what I was kind of trying to get at.
We're working on it, buddy.
So, if that's what I was kind of getting at the beginning is, do you ever think that maybe giving him that like you're kind of giving it by saying that he inspired it, like you're giving him too much credit?
No, I'm not giving him that much credit. I don't think so. So my thing is that people are like telling me, move on, you gotta move forward. But the thing is, I don't think a lot of people realize what was going on behind the scenes, and I'm trying to bring light to that.
But you're not telling us what happened.
I can't. The big personal issue is something that I will be able to talk about hopefully sooner than later. But it's really, really huge and kind of really emotional and just something that really messes with me.
Yeah, well, if you're not comfortable saying it, that's fine.
Yeah, it is something that really makes me uncomfortable, and a lot of people don't really realize, like, the dynamic. Who's messaging me?
They're trying to see what's up. They want you to stop talking about your ex. That's what they're saying.
No, it's my ex.
See? Stop. Don't message him back.
No, I want to see what it is.
Block him right now. All the viewers, drop a block in the comments right now.
This is what he said. He said, I'm working, so I won't be able to listen. I'm sorry.
Well, check it. Hopefully he checks it out afterwards. After work, man, tune in. Drop a block in the chat if you guys wanted to get blocked. Everyone's commenting block right now. I got 4 blocks. I got 5 blocks that people want you to block him right now.
Hold on. JC's right. We should stop talking about... Oh, okay, wait. Before I say that JC's right. I know JC said block. Shut up.
I got a lot of blocks in the
JC was
chat.
telling me to block him yesterday. Anyways.
Block him live!
But... when I talk about mental health, he is a big part of my mental health story, and it's caused a lot of problems to me. So that's why, I don't... That's why I talk about him.
But that's where I think a lot of your problem is rooted in him. So like, why not just don't give him the time of day, and then you don't have any of those problems if you don't talk to him.
That's what people think though, when you don't talk to him, that you don't have these problems, but you still have these problems.
But if he is the root of them, if he's what caused them.
I'm not blaming him for all my problems. I have other problems.
So, but do you think, and I wanted to ask you, because like I said, I watched all your videos.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think that you maybe invest too much power into your significant other and letting them dictate your happiness?
Yes, I do.
And why do you think that? Why do you think that is?
I think that I don't know how I came to like kind of think about this, is that I feel like I'm trying to just like make other people happy, or I want people to like me.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It must have been something like when I was younger, I think when I was like in elementary school, people didn't like me too much. Like my class didn't like me at the private school where everybody is supposed to be friends with each other.
Private school sounds. That just sounds
Dude,
scary as fuck.
private school sucks.
That just sounds.
I went
scary.
to Catholic school. Catholic school sucks.
I believe.
Well, I went to Catholic school for middle school, but I went to Lutheran school, and that wasn't too bad. I went to Lutheran school for elementary school.
I'm
but
on
I
that
think
public school
this.
game.
I think it was this weird, like, I want everybody to like me type of thing, and I definitely give up a lot for my significant others. Like, I give up, like, friendships.
Yeah, that's unhealthy.
Oh, definitely. I mean, now I wouldn't do that after realizing that, you know.
But then I feel like you should just block this guy right now, live on Detox.
I would say
Drop it.
I feel like if just to get it to the root of the problem, like, I mean,
there's some unresolved things.
I know you said he owes you money, and I get that you don't want to block him, but
I mean, you block him everything besides phone number.
yeah, keep his phone.
I don't have his phone number because he was petty and he changed his phone number on me.
You don't even have his phone number?
No, I don't have his phone.
You guys almost got back together?
This is like, we got back together in like May. He changed his phone number back in like October. It's because I messaged his girlfriend and I said something to her.
Oh, shit.
And he got mad.
What'd you say?
I can't tell you.
Oh, my goodness. You're giving us little bits, but not the heart of the meat. Yeah.
But, so, yeah. They both changed their phone numbers, so I don't have either of their phone numbers anymore, and which is fine. But when the time comes, which I feel like I was talking to my aunt yesterday, and when the time comes that I feel ready to do that, it's definitely coming soon. Where I could do that. It's just like I just don't think that I'm ready to be able to just straight up block it.
Do you have you ever been diagnosed with? Because I'm watching your videos. I know you said when you were in counseling that they kind of recommended that you might have ADHD or ADD, but
yes.
And then like they sort of mentioned that you might have depression, and then like
yes. So when I was 9, my pediatrician said that I had ADD, and that's not really a pediatrician's job just to say your child has ADD. I didn't go to counseling or anything before. I just got medicine. All of a sudden, I just knew that I was getting medicine for something that was supposed to help me. That's all I knew. And what I was reading was that ADHD and depression get misdiagnosed all the time.
Yeah.
Because they have very similar symptoms, tendencies, all that kind of stuff. So when I was 17, when I was in a counseling session, I was talking to my counselor, and she's like, "I think you have ADHD." I'm like, "I don't think so. I think I'm depressed." She's like, "No, I think you have ADHD." And so I went to the psychiatrist who was right next door to her. And he made me do a test. And the test was like sitting at a computer for like 10, 15 minutes. And you're supposed to click the space bar on the computer.
Yeah.
Unless you see an X. And if you see an X, you don't press the space bar.
Yeah.
Well, I tested like in the best percentile of girls my age. And he said, "You never had ADHD. You had depression and that kind of stuff is biological."
Depression is biological?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. My birth mom had it.
I mean, I feel
my birth mom had it, and she also. So my sister and I are adopted, so we have a lot of issues based on the decisions that my birth mom has made, or that my mom claims that my birth mom.
Yeah.
made.
So what's the story there then? And well, I guess real quick before we get into that, Exo Soy said and Duncan are very upset that you're not gonna tell us what he did, but that's fine. We'll
Is
leave it.
Exo Soy, is that Nate or is that someone else? Like,
That's Nate. That's my guy.
Oh my
Nate.
God, I know
And
Nate.
they're saying that that's content, so you got to spill it. But we'll get to it later.
Maybe we will. Maybe I'll shock everybody with what happened, and maybe my mom will kill me when I get home.
Someone says, don't worry about everyone liking you. It will never happen. Concentrate on being happy with people who love you.
And we will get into that later. We need. Oh, Tim's mom.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to meet Tim's mom. I love
awesome.
Tim. I love your son.
Yeah, she's
Just
awesome.
letting you know. No, but we should definitely get into that later with that negative comment that I did tell you about.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And we were
Jeremy and Nick.
Yeah. I mean, hey, everyone's got a favorite. It's fine.
Tim's my favorite person in the entire world.
There we go. Tim is winning today.
Tim won't let me put lipstick on him on the podcast.
That is true. He's.
I know.
Rightfully so.
If everybody votes it like they did the block, actually, I'll do it if you.
I will block him if I will block.
Tim will do it if you block him.
This guy if you put lipstick on.
You gotta block him live in front of the camera.
I will do it.
Holy shit.
I'm in.
This episode.
Right there.
I'm not doing it right now. I'm but we'll do it. I will block him.
Well, you can.
That will be.
You do lipstick once she blocks him.
Yeah.
All right.
Deal. Okay, so we were just talking about the whole diagnosis. I believe, right? And then getting into that. So, what with your you were adopted.
Yes. So that's a really, really, really fun story.
So what? Were you adopted then as like a baby?
Yes.
Okay, so you never knew your birth mother then?
I do know my birth
Oh,
mother.
you do know.
I have a relationship with her.
Okay.
Her name is Suzanne. She is like 40 years old.
Suzanne or Susan?
Suzanne.
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 Shit.
No!
Damn. Okay.
I do have a relationship with her and her daughter, Amelia, and then I have met my half-brother, Kyan, like once.
Okay. So, so you think that she had depression, and that it might be why
she has.
you had...
I say this in like the most loving way possible because I know she's gonna watch this probably.
Yeah.
And it's just because this is a tell-all, I'm not filtering anything or censoring out anything. I'm just talking.
Yeah.
Yes, there's issues.
Okay.
Yes, there are issues.
See, in my experience, and I think a lot of people have been or are depressed, and
it's environmental too.
I believe that, but I'd have to say I don't think it's biological.
I think that on my note card that I had in my video, I think I said that.
That it was biological?
I think so. I don't remember because that video was also such a long time ago.
Yeah, I just don't think it's biological because I think there's a lot that you can control, and I think
you think that you can control it, and then
Well, you can't. I've been depressed. I've been through a lot of very messed up things, but I'd have to say, like, so what steps have you taken to try and end? Obviously, it's a battle every day. It's not easy, but
it's a battle every day, and it is just like who I have surrounded myself with. I've tried to take the non-medicine route ever since I knew that I really had depression.
Which I probably agree with. 100%.
And the reason why I want to do like no medicine is because I've heard that some of these medicines just make you like a zombie of a person.
Well, and one of the biggest side effects is more anxiety and more depression.
Yeah, and I think I have a really good personality, and I don't want that personality to be taken away because of medication. Like, just makes me like a zombie.
But so do you ever think, like, right there even, like, you think you have a good personality, which you do. You're a very nice person. Do you think why do you think that you struggle with these issues just because of this guy? Or
no, I've been having these problems.
So, what's another issue then? What's something else that maybe... I know it's not just like, oh, this happened, so I'm depressed now.
Well, I was 17 when I figured out that I had depression, and that was after dating this guy in high school for 2 years. I don't know if it's the significant others that I am choosing. I don't think it is. It might be my life decisions or whatever. Maybe I smoked too much pot when I was in high school. I don't know.
It's a depressant, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Do I drink too much alcohol? I have no idea. I mean, I never go out anymore. I just turned 21 6 months ago, and I don't really drink.
I do a lot of both, and I'm not there.
Not there yet?
Yeah, so I mean, that's definitely could be a cause. I mean, when I broke up with the military guy, that whole summer, I drank every day.
Was that the guy you were engaged to? Or was that the other
Yeah.
guy? So, okay, so for people who don't know, I kind of know a little bit. You were engaged, right?
Yes.
And engagement was broken off.
Yes. Because he thought I cheated on him.
At what age were you engaged?
19.
And you thought that was a great idea.
I did.
Do you still think that's a great idea?
I think that if I would have married that guy, I would be divorced by now.
That would probably make sense, yeah.
It would make sense, but at the time, I was, again, super depressed.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my mom and I were, like, fighting, and, like, stuff just wasn't going well at home.
Yeah.
And it was a way to get out of my home.
So what do, because that's what it seems like, well, we were talking before, how you kind of maybe put too much into these other people to give you happiness. What are some things that you like to do on your own? Like, what does Taylor enjoy doing?
What do I like to do? I like to read a lot, and I watch a lot of movies. Movies that people don't see or don't want to watch.
Gotcha. Well, why don't you focus on some of the things you like instead of focusing on these shit guys that we need you to block live on Detox?
I don't focus on that guy anymore. That's the thing. I was focusing on him for a really, 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 really long time. And whenever I did focus on him, I noticed that I was just a completely different person. And now I don't focus on him at all. And I've said, you didn't watch, or you watched all my videos, but, so not the one that I posted yesterday, but the one that I posted before.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you talking to me now? It's because I said I want to leave.
Yeah.
I want you to leave me alone. I'm done. I just want to move on. And then it's like, please, Taylor, don't go.
Yeah, so I was confused. I was
Why?
confused by that too, because I think towards the end of the video you had said something along the lines of that you had like given him some sort of ultimatum, like, well, is it her or me? And like, if you were
It wasn't exactly like the ultimatum like recently that like her or me. It's like you can't have both of us. You're trying to have both of us, or he tried to have both of us, I should say. Like, I don't know what he's planning on doing now. I really have no idea. I feel like he's gonna be so mad at me if he watches this, and I really don't care because he's mad at everything that I post, and I'm like, I'm not gonna take it down.
Yeah.
I took one thing down and I reposted it, and it wasn't because of him.
Yeah.
I sent him the link, and I said, here you go.
Oh, so you sent him the link.
I have sent him the link to...
Do you think that that's asking for it a little bit?
No, I don't care if he gets mad at all. It might be asking for it a little bit,
but I feel like you want him to get mad then if you.
No, I want him to. I know that he looks at stuff. I just don't know of how often, because I used to catch him looking at my Instagram stories.
Okay.
I used to catch him doing that, and then I haven't seen him do it in a while.
Okay, so are you going to any counseling right now?
Yeah.
And I know, so like your page is centered around mental health, and maybe so this guy. Do you? I
don't want to say that it's centered around him.
Maybe it spawned from him, but it's supposed to be about mental health, right?
It's about mental health, and he is a part of my mental health story. I don't go around and post every single thing about him. Let me, if you don't mind me checking when the last one that I posted about him was.
Yeah.
I'd like to.
Let's do that.
Let's
see. So, mental health wise, then, what is something that you think? Because that's a very popular conversation these days.
Yes.
And a lot of very powerful people are talking about it now, which is awesome. So, what do you think that you're bringing to that discussion that's of value?
I don't know if my story is of value to people, but I think that just...
Well, I think any story has
you would
value.
think that, but, my story has been called false, and lately it's been called false and that I'm lying. So I don't know if it's of value to people, but I just think that what I'm bringing to the table is that people can see that somebody else is going through their issues. And I've had people message me and say that I really like your videos. And I had a guy who messaged me and like, we should meet up because I have a question. I want to talk to somebody.
Be careful. That sounds a little sketchy.
I went to high school with the kid.
Okay, that's a little not sketchy then.
Yeah, he graduated with like my sister.
Oh, that's fair. So is your sister older or younger?
Younger.
It's younger?
Maddie's younger.
Okay.
Yes, but he graduated with my sister.
One of you guys make sure you snap a picture of this for a behind the scenes pic, just so we get that. I want to start doing that more. I just thought of that off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But so we kind of talked about your hobbies, so like when it comes to mental health, obviously I'm sure you said your blog has helped people. What has been something positive to come out of the blog for you?
It makes me feel better. Definitely. That's something really positive that I'm focusing on my posts and focusing on just telling my story. And that's really actually helped me not think about my ex-boyfriend. Because that's a thought that's never going to leave my mind, I feel like. Eventually it will. I mean, all this stuff that's been going on with him, like our relationship didn't end after our relationship ended.
Yeah.
So after our, like, one-on-one relationship ended, our, you know, it wasn't even a friendship. Like, something kept going on afterwards. So, you know, it's still pretty recent, everything that's been going on. And more recent was, like, in September through November. No, not November. Through December, like the beginning of December. It was really bad and really abusive, and people don't really know that.
So, are your parents ever, like, involved in, like, because obviously you're very open online about your depression and anxiety. Do your parents know about your current situation?
Yeah, my current situation, though, isn't what it was back in, like, December. But, my dad, I don't think, really knows. He lives, like, 5 hours away, and he doesn't know how to work Instagram, because my blog's on, like, Instagram right now, because I just thought social media is, like, a huge platform. Why not just put it out there first?
Yeah.
So, and my mom has gone out of her way to say, I just haven't been able to read your blog. My stepdad has said, I don't really like some of the stuff that you're posting, but I know that it, you know, it's helping you.
Do you have any people that has there been anybody that you don't know in real life that's, like, reached out to you and been like, oh, I like this.
Absolutely.
I'm really happy.
Let me see. I have my Instagram up.
Because that's got to be a good feeling, knowing that you're helping somebody else out.
Yeah. I had this girl message me, and she was upset that I deleted my video, the X's Are Whack video. She was upset. She's like, you shouldn't have deleted that. But I know, but I got some mean comment on it, and somebody shared it on Facebook and called me psycho and said I was a liar and all this kind of stuff, saying really mean things. She's like, that's lame. And she's like, keep posting, though. It helps me.
That's good.
And I will keep posting, I promise.
And not deleting videos.
And, yes, I reposted the video because she messaged me.
But you did turn off comments, and I was kind of poking at you a little bit before we got on, because I feel like you shouldn't turn off comments.
I know that the reason why I turned off the comments is because I know that this one girl, like, literally followed me just so she could, like, slander me. I know that's why.
Yeah.
And I don't want her shitty comments on my post. I don't have a big enough following right now to be able to just blow off the crappy posts, the hate posts.
Hate is great. Hate creates interest, and interest creates following.
Yeah, my video got I don't have a huge following on YouTube right now. It's like I have like 22 subscribers. I don't even think you subscribed to my YouTube.
I don't know if I have.
I don't think you did.
Well, you gotta post some crazy shit for me.
I gotta post some.
Everybody's
like, you gotta be entertaining.
If you post,
what do I have to do? Get hit by a car for TikTok fame?
If you post that you're blocking this guy.
I know you did.
That's
I watched that video yesterday.
No, if you post you blocking this guy, and I can see, and we see some growth there, I'll gladly.
See some growth, fine. Come here.
Where's the? I watched every video today.
Somebody added me. Who's Iris? Is that Logan's friend?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, girl?
Yeah. Iris, what's happening?
Yeah, what's up, Iris?
What's your channel called?
Wait, it is Isis. What the heck is Iris then?
Is your channel, did we hook that up on the socials? It's just Tay
Hagemann blog.
Tay Hagemann blog.
Yeah, I really didn't think the name through when I made it.
Well,
I just kind of did.
Self-explanatory.
I'm wearing the t-shirt. Tim, you were supposed to buy a t-shirt.
People wanted to subscribe.
Oh, okay. It's Tay Hagemann blog, so it's Tay space Hagemann, which is like the most German last name that you're ever gonna find. Is Hagemann and then blog.
So how much are you selling shirts for?
$12.
$12.
No,
that's not too bad.
15. I'm so sorry.
15. No, I'm just kidding.
15.
That's fine. That's totally cool. We'll cop one.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll get one. We'll hang it up.
Awesome. Yes, I have them.
Show
this isn't
support.
This isn't the only design I had. This is just the one that I wore because I am wearing black pants and I was gonna wear the black one, but I couldn't find my jeans because my mom sold our house and I can't find
Fucking
any
bitch.
of my stuff. Don't call her a bitch. all she's doing is selling my childhood home.
Oh man.
All she's doing is selling your memories.
Selling all your memories.
Selling the
for
memories.
Monetary gain. Well, no, we'll get one. I bought, there's a YouTuber who lives up the road from me that's pretty popular, and we bought her merch. Sadly, she did not reciprocate the thing of buying our merch, but I always love to support.
I'll buy your merch. You guys have merch? You guys, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You guys have, want to know the reason why I didn't buy any freaking merch? Because you guys unfollowed me on Instagram.
Why did we? I see. That's the thing.
I don't
have
even think that your main account follows me. I never got a notification that your main account follows me on Instagram.
My main account.
Like your Darren Rita account.
account.
I see that you look at my stories.
I did see your story because they were telling me about to check it out. Time to plug the merch, Logan says.
Plug the merch.
Plug the merch. Get your December 18th. Oh God, bad angle. December 18th shirts from our first show. If you want to pretend like you were a day one fan, definitely cop some of those. They're on discount at DarrenRita.com. Check them out.
So okay.
They're on sale. But yeah, so you're selling the t-shirts. No, yeah, we always love to support other creators. I want to ask you along those same lines, what do you hope to accomplish as a creator on this platform of YouTube?
I just want to be able to help people. That's what I want to accomplish. Is just being being someone who can help people and can inspire people. I think that's something I really want.
That's good. Those are the right ideals to go into it for. A lot of people don't do that. Do it for that. We watched a lot. Well, I watched. I don't know if all the guys got to see some of them. I watched all your videos today, and I was checking out the tips to get over a lost friend.
Oh.
So I also know in your intro, you said that you were not a counselor and you're not going to be giving a lot of advice.
I am not a counselor.
But this was an advice-giving video.
Because somebody asked me.
Which is totally fine.
Yes.
You're more than welcome to do. You should be doing.
Yes.
But I want you to explain your number one tip, which was...
Fuck them.
Okay. So, fuck them,
yes.
says Taylor,
yes,
if you lose a friend.
Oh, I've had to say fuck them just to get them out of my head. Mm-hmm. It's like the weirdest tip ever. And I said, you don't have to follow if you don't want to. I was like, fuck them. Fuck
I
you.
understand.
Like, you don't want to be my friend?
Yeah.
I don't care. But it's like, it depends on what you did to me, I guess. Because I had this one friend who was really shitty to me after my whole personal shit that happened with... I almost said his name.
Oh, yeah, don't say his name.
Don't
Don't give him
rule.
that.
No, that's my own personal rule. With all the stuff that was happening with me and that guy, she sent she sent me like this long message, and it was really disrespectful.
And friends are supposed to be there when you're in times like that, so that's
yes,
not good.
actually, one time, I'm gonna tell this story. I was in the hospital, not in the hospital. I was at like urgent care, and I had to get all hooked up to an IV and stuff. I was having some issues, and she asked me what was going on, and I told her. Can't tell you guys what it was.
Oh my God!
Because it goes with the whole personal issue.
Our viewers are gonna get pissed at you.
I'm so sorry. I think there are some things that I'm just not ready to talk about.
That's okay.
And that's one thing. But she asked me what was going on. I told her, and she just said okay.
Yeah, that's tough.
She didn't say I'm sorry. She just said okay. Not like spelled it out like O and K.
The two letters
and
of the
I'm like,
alphabet.
Bitch.
Oh yeah.
Damn, that's tough.
So she was one of the people who was like, fuck you. And I had to do that with my ex-boyfriend that I almost married.
Yeah.
That was more of like, I had to like hate him so that I could get over him. And now that hate turned into this, like, I don't feel anything for you in a way. Like, it's not like...
It's good that it worked out that way, because honestly...
It's always how it worked out for me. Like, it's like, fuck you, I hate you, and then it turns into, like, it eventually just turns into this, like, neutral feeling of, like, I don't care anymore.
That's fair. Because I know for me, I mean, I totally understand, and if that rule or that tip helps you, then I think anybody should do that if that's how they get over it. For me, I lost a really good friend of mine a long time ago, and one of the biggest, if I would have been like that, and just said, fuck him, I don't think things would have been positive. I think it could be very dangerous. Do you ever think that have you ever gotten in altercations with people from having that attitude of fuck them afterwards? Has anything bad ever happened?
No, because I don't keep in contact. I'm like, fuck them. I don't keep in contact. I don't know how there'd be an altercation then. Because I'm not say fuck you to their face. I said that in my video. I was like, don't go up to your friend and say fuck you.
No, that's important.
That's not something that I want you to do. This is something that you're gonna say up here. It's like, I need to focus on myself. Fuck them.
Yeah,
you know, that's just what I guess maybe I should have made my. Now thinking back on it, I probably should have made my first step more like think about yourself and then put the fuck you or fuck.
No, I like
I
think you should have kept it fuck them. It's a good click.
So?
It's
okay.
good. It's good. It's like the headline, right? And then you explain it,
yeah.
which is good. I think when you explain it, it's a little bit better because
it's like kind of weird when you're just like fuck them.
Yeah,
like, what?
But it's a good expression. I get it. No, I think it's important too. What you're saying is like if they don't want to be your friend, then don't.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing. I think even you should think that with this guy too.
I don't know what. Yeah. Oh no, I do think that with this guy, but this is a different thing. Like that fuck them mentality has helped me in another way where I haven't cared about them. Like. There was this longest time where I was just begging him to be with me.
Yeah.
And then I stopped doing that.
Which is good.
I was like, fuck them. I stopped doing that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think it kind of helped out. It's just like, I still have contact with this person.
Yeah.
But, it's not like how it used to be where I was begging him to be with me and not be with her. Because he was not, even though he told me, okay, fine, we'll try it. I still haven't seen him since September.
That's good.
Well, it's good, but with...
You've seen him over Snapchat.
I don't want to say that it's good that I haven't seen him since September because of the big personal issue that we had. It was not good that I haven't seen him since September. Now I don't care.
Yeah.
But he should have been seeing me from September to December. He should have been seeing me.
Yeah.
And he was completely neglectful of the situation, and he was just rude, standing me up. He was standing me up until like recently, where it'd be like I have to work late. Like you don't have to work that late. He'd be like, can you just leave the door unlocked for me? And I'd wake up at like 4 a.m. Like you're not here. Now I don't leave the door unlocked.
See, you gotta.
I don't leave the door.
You gotta follow your own advice there and say fuck them.
Well,
don't
I have
let them
recently.
That power over you. That's
but
good.
that was like.
When you guys turn the furnace off, quick. Yeah, thank you. You keep going.
That was one of the. That was just something that was happening probably. Most of December. Mm-hmm. It was just like, okay, well, I'll come over tonight. There was just like from like September until probably recently, he was telling me, oh yeah, I'll come over like every night. And standing me up almost every night.
But you were expecting him to come, and you wanted him to come.
You want to know what? At the end of it all, after me, like I stopped asking him to come because I knew he wasn't going to show up. Once it hit like 8 o'clock.
But did you want him to show up? Did a part of you?
I think I wanted him to show up, but the thing is that I just kind of knew he wasn't going to show up. So the clock would hit like 8 o'clock, and I'd be like, I'm not really hearing from him. I'm just going to go lock the door, and I'm going to lay down in my bed and go to bed.
Well, I mean, yeah, I would have. I feel like
now
after the second time, maybe, I should have just.
You would think after the second time, you would think.
Well, we're getting there. You said it's been better as of late. You've been following your own
I don't want
advice.
to, and when I say recently, it's that makes it sound like 2 days ago. When I say recently, but I mean since I almost said September, since January 1st.
Which is good. Mm-hmm. We're starting the new year off, the new decade.
That was what I was like. That was my New Year's thing. Was like, let's not care about this person anymore.
So your second tip, then,
yes.
I want to get in that, and then I got a couple questions from the audience
Sure.
I want to get to after that. But be sad about it was your second tip of getting over a lost friend. Explain that, because surface level, it doesn't sound very good.
No, like why should you not be sad about losing a friend, man? Like, come on, if I ever lost Logan Bradley as a friend, you know how sad I would be? Mm-hmm. Like, I have the right to be sad about that.
Absolutely.
And that's a coping thing. Like, be sad about it and you will move on. Mm-hmm. I kind of reconnected with her. But I lost a friend that was my best friend since like sophomore year of high school. I accidentally elbowed her in the face.
How hard of an elbow was that to lose a friendship over?
I was drunk and wanted to drive. I think I ended up driving. I don't even
That's
remember.
awful.
I don't even remember.
Don't say that live. You already admitted to killing someone?
No, I didn't say that. No. But she tried to stop me and she like grabbed my vest. And like pulled on it, so I was trying to get out of the vest, and I accidentally elbowed her in the face. I didn't know that I elbowed her in the face at the time, so she called my mom and told on me. I'm a 21-year-old woman. She called my mom and told on me. So I was talking to my mom, and I was like, "Mom, I'm gonna hang up the phone, and I'm gonna apologize to her because I didn't know that I elbowed her in the face." Mm-hmm. I apologized, and she just went off on this tangent. And the last thing that she said to me was, and she was like in tears, like, "You've cheated on every boyfriend that you've ever had, Ryan. What's his name that I'm not gonna mention? Seth, Jared, every single boyfriend I've ever had, you've cheated on. I'm like, that is not true, and she hung up on me. Like, that was her ending. Like, she had to have the last, like, word. And that was her ending thing because I have made mistakes in that area of my relationships. But no, that was like the last thing she had to fucking say to me. And I lost her as a friend, and I was super sad about it. I cried when I lost her as my friend because she was my best friend, like my sister.
Yeah.
And it was just so unfortunate the way that we...
And I agree with you in the sense that, like, you definitely need time to... You know, it's okay to be sad. If someone you know passes away, like, there's nothing wrong with being upset and mourning that. Or even losing a friend can hurt in similar ways. But I would disagree in the sense that, like, I don't think you should throw yourself this, like, pity party.
You don't have to throw yourself a pity party, but being sad about it is okay. Being sad about anything is okay.
That's true. But do you think that being sad about it is kind of dangerous territory?
No, well, maybe for other people, but these were my tips on how I did things. So my thing was like, let me be sad about it, and I was gonna move forward. So
with losing a friend, then in that case, how long were you like kind of beating yourself up about it before you were like, it worked, and you're like, okay, now I'm good?
Like a week.
Honestly,
I was like,
that's not bad.
Me and her have been like on and off friends for a while since we became adults. We were just kind of on and off friends for a while. So then now we're civil because I had to call her because I had a creepy guy call me and said he knew where I lived and her mom lives by me. So I gave her a call. I'm like, hey, tell your mom to lock her doors. Had to call the police. It was this whole big thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's kind of sketchy.
Well, I couldn't even call. It wasn't the police. It was the Rock County Sheriff because I live in the middle of nowhere.
Well, I mean, what are you going to do? Now you don't own the house, so you're good. Now the house is gone.
Now I'm going to be moving to Orfordville.
I don't even know where that is.
That's past my house. You know where I live.
I'm vaguely
Are we going to tell the story about how me and Tim met?
Was that at your house?
Yes.
When Logan said you had a hot tub?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
It wasn't just that. We make it sound like it was like, hey, what's up? No, Logan said, hey, can me and some of my friends come over in hot tub? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And he brings 5 guys over to my house, and we're sitting in this hot tub. I'm the only girl there.
Was Curtis there?
No, Curtis wasn't allowed at my house.
Was that?
Didn't Curtis go one time?
No, Curtis wasn't allowed at my house.
I don't think I was there.
One time he was going to, and then you're like, no.
I wasn't there when...
Because I said he couldn't come to my house. Curtis was not allowed at my house.
Because I think Tim...
It was like in question.
Wasn't that the one with Ernie and them? Because I wasn't there when they all went. Yeah, when you guys were
Predator
talking
still
about
lives back there.
Yeah, I wasn't there. So obviously,
wait, I thought you guys had a guy on your team that you called Predator. What was his name?
G.
Oh,
G. G's the homie.
Savage.
G's the homie.
So,
We're getting. So how do you plan what you post on your either your blog or your YouTube channel? How do you plan that?
That's kind of I really haven't planned a lot recently, so it's kind of hard for me to answer. But let me go to my handy dandy Instagram and look real quick. Ooh, there's a picture of a butt on my Instagram feed.
It's good. It's a good thing to
it was
open
a
it up to.
tattooed butt, and it was a nice butt. Thank you for. So like my first Instagram post was like just me saying I'm gonna start this journey and whatever, and then my other one was a throwback to like summer 2017 to like the best day of my life, and I think it's just how I'm feeling that day. The YouTube videos, I will say I do kind of plan out a little bit more because the first 2 I didn't really plan out, but then that depression one that I talked about, I planned out that one, and then the not that well, but I planned it out, and then the losing friends one I planned out. Then the first internet rant, I literally just ranted, and then the other ones just were no plan out at all. But it has to be just how I'm feeling or what I want to talk about, because like.
Well, yeah, if you don't have a story to tell, then you
if I don't have a story to tell, there's nothing to post. But if I have if I really want to tell a story, lately I've been in this funk because I'm just scared that everybody's gonna come after me. Yeah. Because I did have somebody come after me.
You gotta get past that. You just gotta.
Yeah,
enjoy
it's just a little discouraging when you have somebody say that your story is false when it's not. But this person is friends with my ex-boyfriend, so.
So opinions are skewed.
Think about it this way though. When your story is reaching millions, it's gonna be a lot of those people that are gonna say that.
Exactly.
Yes, and that's when I'll have a following to be like, I don't care. But now I get the one nasty comment and it messes my brain.
But you just gotta, it's tough. We get hate.
I just wasn't. I guess, again, I don't think I really prepared myself for the other side of the internet, all the haters. I never did. I kind of just took this blog and ran with it, and now as I said, I'm catching up with it and kind of realizing what did I get myself into. Yeah. But I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's just like now I'm kind of realizing, oh my God, I have to post something, or I have to do this and I have to do that, and it's just kind of getting a little overwhelming. So I have to kind of. At first, I had no structure, and then I did have a structure. Like, I restructured, and now I have to restructure again. Yeah. The only, structure that I have is that I'll post a YouTube video on a Saturday. And yesterday was Sunday, but it's because I didn't have anything to post on Saturday.
That's fair.
But then Sunday came around, I'm like, I'm going to go to church, and I'm going to have this opportunity to say, I'm going to pray for the people that are struggling right now. Because I wanted to say, I'm going to go spend some time with my family. I go to church with my aunt and, my cousin. Yeah. My cousin is a pastor. So I spend time with my family at least once a week on Sundays. And then I just said I needed to spend time with my family and spend time with God and pray for people who are struggling. And I did sit there. I sat there in church yesterday and I prayed for everybody who was struggling. And I prayed for my ex and I prayed for his girlfriend and the friends that have been coming after me. And I did. I said I hope that they find, their way. Not their way to God, but find their way to a better life, because the life that they seem that they're living right now is not. It's not. Doesn't seem great. Yeah. It honestly doesn't seem great.
If they're coming after you, then it's sad.
Exactly. If you're coming after me for just telling my story, all I have ever done is be honest and tell the truth. And you guys, not saying you guys, but people out on the internet, you guys can say that I'm lying, but I know my truth, and my truth is that I was abused, not physically. I was never hit. Different. I was never hit. Different. I was pushed, but that's something else. Gotcha. I was never hit, but I was abused, and I am still dealing with that every day.
Yeah, and that can be a struggle, absolutely. So, what is your advice to someone who might be in a similar relationship that could be considered or deemed toxic?
Oh my God, the toxic relationship. Sometimes it seems like you don't know it until it's too late. Yeah. But my thing is when you take it from somebody who is stayed when they shouldn't have. If you notice that it's toxic, run, get out, run. Yeah. I'm with you. You can block them, but again, I didn't block. Oh wait, are we gonna block him?
I think we should block him. We're coming close to an hour. I'm gonna answer a question real quick. Duncan Marshall asked. Darren, why do you create? And I would have to say, for a few reasons, probably more, but honestly, one of the biggest things is that I love telling stories. And not necessarily just on a podcast level, but I love watching people's creations. I've always been weirdly I was never outwardly artsy, but I always was really big into the arts. So I love creating music. I love music really, I think, there was a point in time where my life was very dark in my own eyes, and I think music definitely saved my life. And so creating music is awesome and very special for me, as well as getting to act and do fun stuff like that, silly stuff. Yeah. So definitely to inspire people. I think that's what I've been realizing now working with all the other guys, the artists on my label, is that getting to help other people become great at what they want to do is something really cool. And I think that if my music does nothing else but inspire people to do the same, then that's a win for me. So
yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for the question, Duncan. But let's block this guy and do Tim's makeup, and then we'll call it a day.
I should have brought more makeup. I didn't know that I was supposed to bring more makeup.
I don't know about. I thought we were just doing lipstick.
Yeah, I don't have any more makeup.
Oh, well, that's right. Yeah, she's doing lipstick. That's what I meant.
Find the lipstick.
When we said makeup.
No, yeah, I meant.
If you find some weird stuff in there, I'm sorry.
Oh man. All right, Tim. She's got to block this guy on camera first.
Where's the camera?
Let's go. Why don't we go to that camera? Okay. Well, here, I'll hold it. Or just hold it up from where you are facing this camera.
Okay. I haven't messaged him for 3 days, and I changed his name in my phone so that people wouldn't.
Face it to this one, and it'll see.
Which one? That one?
This one. It'll see you from there. This is zoomed in.
Wait. Oh shit. All right.
Let's see if she. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it fully, but he is blocked. So
He's
now
done.
your only way to talk to her is to come on Detox and get in my comments section and say what's up. How's it going, man? Hope you're tuned in. Tim, a bet's a bet.
Tim, that's the one that's gonna stay in your face for 25 hours. Don't use that
A
one.
man is only as good as his word, or in this case, as good as his
I'm just
lipstick.
letting you know that's the one that I have on right now, and I'm gonna have to scrub it off. You know, have you guys ever heard of a ShamWow? That's what I have to use to get my lipstick off.
Oh man, that sounds.
That one's good. That one's good. That one's dark.
All right, Tim, let's go.
That one has 12-hour wear.
Tim, let's go.
This shit looks the same as that one.
You don't got work tomorrow,
It's
do
the
you?
same type of bottle.
Tim's got work tomorrow.
Where do you
it's
work
okay.
at?
McDonald's.
Really?
One of 3.
All right, Tim. Why don't you go? Yeah. Why don't we have?
All right. Oh shit.
Yeah. Why don't you have Tim sit there for a second while you do his makeup, and let's try
You
and.
agreed to it. I didn't have to block the fucker.
If you can, in any way, try and keep an arm extension, so that you're kind of out of the frame of the camera, because right now you're sort of in the camera.
Shit, you don't purse your lips like that.
I know I was doing it for the camera.
This is good. Do I have to do a good job?
No, actually, that's good right
Do I have
there.
to do a good job?
No, you can do. I mean, it's,
Preferably don't do it all over my face.
if you're gonna start doing makeup tutorials, you might want to do a good job.
You know, I can't do other people's makeup too well, and I barely did mine today.
Well, that's
so.
good for Tim.
What do you want me to do with my mouth?
Nothing. Just
Timmy or
Open it.
tomorrow?
Stop
Open
talking.
it, open it closed.
Closed.
Okay.
Wait, no, open a little bit. Like,
Oh my God. We're gonna get.
Why are
Someone's
your
gonna send a
lips so-
diss track at us now.
Why
and be
are
like,
your
this
lips
dude's
so
wearing
chapped?
lipstick.
Because
It's for a good cause,
it's
man.
winter.
Because it's
Care
winter.
about it. Don't judge.
All right. Let's see. Tim. Oh my God.
Is it scary?
Yes.
Fuck.
This is my like dark. I want to be a goth bitch lipstick.
Tim is
Oh,
now
fuck
a
with it.
goth
Shit.
bitch. I'm so scared.
Girl.
Oh, Pat's asleep. Pat is asleep, sitting. Oh, why didn't we do his lipstick? What?
I'll do it.
Oh God.
you gotta do it on Pat.
He'll wake up probably immediately. No, actually, knowing he kind of sleeps through a lot, he'll probably be all right. Well, while we're finishing this up,
Okay.
Harrison, we want to pull up. All right, let's fuck it. Let's just see what Tim's looking like.
Feels scary.
Do you feel
Don't
like?
do that!
Oh God, Tim, no. Do you feel like a pretty girl? Do you feel like a pretty girl?
I feel like the prettiest of girls.
Do you?
Oh,
Let
God.
me see.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Jesus
Tim,
Scary.
Christ. Yes, it's scary.
OMFG.
Really
Tim, you have
Why do you
now
look like a girl? You look
created
like
our
a
first
chick.
viral moment.
There was actually a Snapchat filter that made like you look like a girl. It had put like all the shits on, and like I did it one time, and I looked way too normal in it. It scared me.
That's a little, yeah, it's a little
Yeah, it was
freaky.
way too normal in it, and it scared me. I didn't bring any makeup wipes.
Well, Tim,
So,
you might want to get to this. Find a sink.
It's not gonna come off.
It's not gonna come off, he says. All right. Well, Taylor, this has been awesome.
This has
Thank
been
you for
great.
being on the show. Why
Okay.
don't we pull up her socials real quick, Harrison? And why don't you tell people where and how to follow / subscribe to you?
Oh, where you can follow me. So you can follow me on YouTube at Tay Hagemann Blog. Find me on Instagram at Tay Hagemann3, and then Facebook also. I just started that. I think that's Tay Hagemann Blog too. Yeah,
Okay.
that's Tay Hagemann Blog as well. I'm
Awesome.
gonna spell it. My last
I
name
think
is
that it'll be in the title, your last
Perfect.
name, so they'll be okay. And the Instagram's up on the screen.
Tim's face.
Tim's face is freaking me out.
Good
Well,
question.
what's up?
Yes.
If I was to kiss Pat's hand, would it leave a mark?
Kiss on his face. He will.
Kiss him on the mouth, dude.
Yeah, kiss him on the mouth.
Kiss
no
him on the
balls.
mouth.
Do it right now.
Forehead, hand. Just
You got it,
Mouth.
Harrison. You got it.
I'm not gonna go mouth.
Oh, someone want to grab that? For...
I got you here.
I'll just go like this. It's all good. All right. So real quick, I just want to say the battery's about to die. All right, let's get it. Real quick, I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Big thank you to Taylor for being on this week. It was awesome. It was It's a good conversation, a lot of fun. Thank you to Taylor's viewers for coming and hanging out with us for a little bit. Everybody go subscribe and check her stuff out. As well, we just dropped a new song on Valentine's Day, so if you guys didn't listen to it, check it out. It's available everywhere you stream music. You gotta check it out. You should. No, it's okay.
I don't
It's
do
okay.
anything. Like, I just didn't.
Just jam out. Listen to some great music, some
I'll
great
do it on the
tunes.
way
It was
home.
perfect for
On the way home
Valentine's
to
Day.
piano.
Other than that, you guys can check out all our other stuff we're doing on the YouTube channel. Otherwise, we're shooting some big stuff this week that'll be out next week. So we will see you guys later. Actually, real quick, I almost forgot. Thank you to our patrons. You guys help us run the channel. I appreciate you guys. If you guys want to become a patron, all you got to do is go to patreon.com/Darren Rita, and you can donate for as little as $1. So appreciate you guys. Thank you. This has been episode 33 of Detox, and we are out.